Alright, what's good with y'all? Obviously, Peroxide is dropping, has dropped. I don't know when you're seeing this, to be honest, but clearly you want to be a damn Quincy. You know how to get your Schrift, your Vollstandig, and all that stuff. So basically, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to progress as a Quincy, get everything you need, get you right in Peroxide. And yeah, so to become a Quincy, basically you can either be human or a lost soul, doesn't matter, they actually changed it. So before, if you were a human and you died and became a lost soul, you could not become a Quincy, but they went and changed that. So basically what you want to do, come over, if you see these big ass buildings, like these big ass skyscrapers like that, little fear poster, all that shit, over here, the Quincy guy's gonna be over here. So look for like this area with these posters up there. Damn, she's bad. All right. So we're gonna come over here and you're gonna talk to this guy, Gunther, the big Gunth. So you should talk to him, and if you haven't done anything for like Hollow or Soul Reaper, he should give you the option like become a Quincy. Talk to him, become a Quincy, and then it's all good from there. So some things that I should probably, who the hell is Maxwell, bro? All right, anyway, so once you become a Quincy, you'll get this thing. It is called a Soul Wayfinder. This will give you like all the waypoints and shit in the game, so they'll show you where everything's at. And you should be able to press E, and once you press E, you'll pull out your bow. Obviously, crit is that, and you have your basic and like M1 strings. And so now what I'd recommend doing is coming all the way from over there and just going straight down this road. All right, I lied. Go to this marker, not that marker. Go to this marker. The map didn't just updated, so I'm still trying to get used to this shit. This map is huge, bro. This map is actually big as hell. So come over here, you'll see damn McDonald's and shit like that. Don't go near these. If you see them, you're gonna get your shit rocked. So yeah, when you come over here, this is Kisuke's area. So this is where you'll do most of your early game progression. Once you come in here, you want to talk to Kisuke. And now, I wouldn't recommend doing this option like too early on because it costs 40 yen, which you might not have, and he's kind of hard to beat. So I'd recommend doing this when you're like around level 10, or if you're like go to with the stars, do it like around level 5 or something. Probably don't do this off rip, to be honest. There should be an option where he like gives you quests to do, and so you go around and do those quests for him, or you can use these mission boards. So an easy one to get cash is to pick this one, clean up plastic near Kisuke's house, and you just go over here and then just press E on these. You'll do this for 5 of them and you'll get 15 yen at the end of it. And you can just come back and do more of these. You can do these if you want, or you can just fight Kisuke, or you can do the missions he has for you. You have missions to do for Kisuke until you're level 50 to help you early game. And after that, it goes away and you start progressing normally. Normally, I'll show you later on, but for right now, this is just early game. So I'll show you what happens when you fight Kisuke as a early level, as a higher level. So you can pick either one of these. Your stats, obviously, when you press M are these. So combat stats are these over here. You get a max of 490, and your support stats are both 154 capped. These don't have it. You just want to max these out no matter what. These over here, you can choose what you want to put into. So spirit, there's some Schrift, Shikai's, reses that heal off spirit. So obviously you want to go spirit if you have one of those reses. And then of course vitality is just overall HP. I recommend going like near 170, 190, something like that. And then strength, stuff that like scales off strength is obviously gonna like just gonna make it more do more damage. Strength gives you M1 damage, stuff like that. And then yeah, so if you whatever you want, I'd just say spirits. It's a spirit build. You just go in here and you fight Kisuke. He's a little bit harder than the tutorial boss. A little bit is like a lot harder. Your damn early game, just playing the game will probably get your shit rocked. So this is definitely a good way to level up. You can also buy these soul drinks right here, so I'd recommend buying one of these if you have the money. I'd recommend drinking one of these and then doing the Kisuke fight just to get more stuff. But another thing about Kisuke is product essences. So in this game, there's product essences. This is basic, your rerolls, all that shit. You can get odes, you can get them from drops, you can get them from ranked, anything like that. And it lets you buy any of these. So after you beat Kisuke, it goes on like a little bit of a timer, and if you want, you can reset that timer. You get like a Schrift roll or anything like that. I would recommend not spending money on timers because I feel like just getting like rerolls would be better. I'm gonna get my last one shot. Yeah, there's all these like clan rerolls, all that stuff. So whatever you want to do, go ahead and buy that. All right, so over here is actually the dojo, and then this place is somewhere you want to go to actually give you a stat boost. So if you see these 3 stars, you actually get some of those from killing Kisuke or any like progression bosses like him. You automatically get 3 stars if you beat it, and these stars are used as actual XP multipliers. Another XP multiplier is this dojo right here. So to get into the dojo, you want to talk to this guy, Gym Bouncer, buy membership 50, and it'll get in your inventory. You can actually come in here and train. So with this stuff, this is train vitality, so it'll give you vitality stars, and then the max you can get is 5 stars. So I recommend getting 5 stars before you do any invasions because they save until you limit break. So these are just simple little mini games you can do. You don't have to do these, but like I said, they're just for XP multiplier, so I recommend doing them so you get leveled up faster. But yeah, max is 5 stars, so just do that with the dojo. It'll give you some stars. Obviously mine got reset because I did it and didn't get enough to get a star. And then up here, train Ryatsu on all these paths, and these are some strength training. So a lot of shit for y'all to do. Some XP multipliers, and then you cannot have your weapon in. Don't go in here with a damn weapon and get your shit kicked out. And yeah, to get to the Vollstandig Rig, you go to this little thing. It should be in your inventory. Inventory is the tilde key. So press that and it should give you this thing right here. Press that when you're not in combat and it'll take you to Vollstandig Rig. While I wait to get out of combat, I'm gonna explain gems real quick. These gems, you can put them on any moves and they do certain stuff. I'll leave the trail in the description or the comments, and it gives you, there's a bunch of gems in this game where it's just like deep gems and deep poking. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just gems that modify your moves to do special stuff. And so to actually get gems, you have to get these things called time relics. And you get these from doing like incursions, invasions, missions, raids, time gate, anything like that. And actually the thing we saw over here earlier, if you beat this, you actually will get time relics. So you need 10 time relics and 50 yen. Talk to an NPC and he'll give you a random gem. So I recommend definitely getting gems later on or early on. Whenever you get time relics, bro, just use these time relics to get gems. Nothing else I'm pretty sure you use them for, to be honest. All right, I wouldn't recommend going to Vollstandig Rig until you're about level 15, because at level 15 that's when you can start to get your actual Schrift. So this is a special Schrift, and to get this special Schrift, I'll show you in a little bit. But Schrift, you have to get to level 15, and then you run over here to this NPC over here. Now this NPC, you're gonna buy a bounty medallion. So you're gonna buy this thing for 150. And now when you use this medallion in the Vollstandig Rig, it'll TP you to KT Town, and you'll get a random person to hunt. So you'll get a waypoint on them, you get their name, you have to go and kill them. After you kill them, you come back here and you want to go all the way over to Yuhaba. So when you come up here to his little palace, when you talk to him, there's a 1 in 3 chance that you actually get your Schrift. So that means 1 out of 3 times you talk to him, you should get it, but the other 2 times he'll say pathetic and won't give it to you. Come over here, talk to him, he'll either say, alright, I don't remember him saying that in Damn 1000 Year Blood War, but he should say pathetic or he'll give it to you. After you get it, you just press E to pull out your weapon, then press G, and it should give you a special bow. Now, to get a custom weapon, there's custom Schrifts. So you want to get something called a strange ore. This strange ore you can get from talking to this NPC over here. So this NPC right here, you'll do Cheryl going on an invasion, and then you'll pick either of these, and then you'll do one of these invasions. Obviously, you have to be rank B to do this one, rank D to do this one, and you can do this at any. I'd recommend leveling up and limit breaking to rank D first, because doing the steal isn't really that good for XP. So I'd recommend trying to get to D rank first, and then doing this. But yeah, and then after you beat them, you'll get one of these chests. Then you open the chest, you have your random reward, and you have a chance to get a strange ore. And when you get the strange ore, you'll come in here, come to this NPC, talk to this dude, speak to Jahan, and you'd say, can you fix me up a special Schrift? Hold out the special stone, and then he'll give it to you. Along with special stones, there are also things called Cybernetic. So obviously my face have a little visor right here. This is a visor mask, and this is a special Cybernetic. If you get one of these from an invasion, you want to also come to him, and you'll say, I have a special part of interest, and then you'll get the whatever like Cybernetic you have. So visor gives you a flashbang, and then there's a minigun, which just gives you a minigun attack, and then there's a heart, which is right here, which gives you a like res basically in the knock. So as you farm out these invasions, you'll soon notice that there's these 2 bars right here. So all these bars are basically how much you can level up that stat until you have the limit break. So basically once this bar gets full, then that is capped out and you can't upgrade that anymore. So you have to fill out all 3 of these bars, and then it should show over here limit break and then a meter. So whatever your rank will be right here, and then whatever rank you need to get to will be up here. And so once you fill that meter and you limit break, you'll have all these bars set back down so you can fill them back up again. So your limit break, you have to do that to be able to uncap your stats and continue leveling up. And of course, limit breaking lets you do these harder missions, like I said earlier, the D rank, the B rank, all that stuff. And then when you get to B rank, you'll be able to use your Schrift whenever you want. So this meter over here is your Schrift meter when you're starting out. And so this means unless this meter is at 20%, you can't use your Schrift. Once it gets to 20%, you can press G and use your Schrift. But once you get to B rank, you can use your Schrift whenever you want, no requirements, and it turns into your Vollstandig, Bonkai, or Res meter. And these missions are basically like the fastest way to progress. Like, I'd honestly say like the only way to progress, because if you're not doing these missions, you're gonna have a hard time leveling up. This is actually what happens after an invasion. So you come out and you get a chest, and you get this little stat thing. So that bolster stat, every little stat you pick, you get a lot of XP put into that. And if you have 5 stars or any stars, that XP gets multiplied. So if you have 5 stars and you pick and you like the rank B mission, you'll be getting around like 30 levels or some shit. It's very, very good. Once you get to a high level, around level 90, that's when you can start accumulating points for Vollstanding. So as you can see in the Trello, I'll put it up right now, you need 420 points to be able to start the Vollstandig fight. So to get points, you can either do a time gate, a boss, storm Vasto cars, or like anything for doing the invasions. So it made it a lot easier for you guys with the invasions. I wasn't able to get damn points for doing invasions. So you guys have it easy. You guys should have enough points by the time you're done progressing if you do it through invasion. After you get those 420 points, what you actually want to do is go back up to Yuhaba. jaw and talk to him, and he should say something along the lines of like, you're ready. And once you're ready, you want to come over here to this little thing in bonding room. So I recommend not fighting this until you're like, damn, I'd say around like definitely above like level 130 or something like that. I would not fight it at like level 90 even if you have the points, because you probably won't win if this is your first time ever playing. Once you come up here, you'll actually just have to walk into this area. So as soon as you step foot into this area, it'll put you in the first phase of the fight. Now my fight is different because I've already beat it, but the first phase is literally a parry check. You can only parry. You can't deal damage with M1s. You can only crit it and parry. So what I recommend doing is just uppercutting, critting, and then parrying the move, because that's the only thing you can do to do damage to him. But after you beat your Vollstandig boss, you'll have things called mastery. So to get mastery, you have to go back in like I'm doing right now and actually fight your Vollstandig again. You just have to fight this. You don't have to do phase 1 again, but you have to fight this guy again. I'm pretty sure it's around 20 times to actually get max mastery. You'll know if you have max mastery because your Bonkai, Vollstandig, or Segunda move in your inventory will go to level 3. The only way to level this up is through getting mastery. So if that shit gets to damn level 3, that means you're maxed out mastery and you're good and you don't have to do this shit again. And I will say I don't recommend going high vitality when you do this fight, because it actually heavily scales, heavily scales off of vitality, and it just like damn doubles, quadruples your stats when you fight it. So if you have like any amount of vitality, that's just gonna be tanky as hell. It's gonna be annoying to fight. I recommend just going glass cannon for whatever your build is in order to fight it. That'll probably do you the best. But yeah, to be honest, that's about it for the damn Quincy progression right there. I covered damn starting off, and then how to get your Schrift, how to level up after you get your Schrift, like best way to level up, limit breaking, and then of course points for Vollstandig, Cybernetics, custom Schrifts, Vollstandig Fight itself. I really don't think I left anything out. So yeah, if this helped you, go drop a sub, go drop a like, and yeah, enjoy playing the big Peroxide.